This is the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Tuesday the 14th. It's Valentine's Day. I'm James Spann. The rain moving out this morning. Another system later in the week. Maybe some strong storms, maybe severe. Let's get in there and talk about it. First off, a reminder, we're coming to Pleasant Grove Thursday. We'll be at the high school for Storm Alert 2012, the annual Severe Weather Awareness Tour across the state. We kick off the show at 6:30. And needless to say, everybody will want to be there in Concord and Pleasant Grove. And this is the one Birmingham Metro show we're doing. So we hope to see you there. Get there early to get a good seat. Here's some of the Skycam shots early this morning at the insane hour of 5 a.m. That's the Birmingham Skycam. Low clouds are hanging over the city. There's the Jasper Skycam. Streets are still wet from the overnight rain. And what's up with that? That's a capture at 5 o'clock. And look at that. That's a football stadium down at Troy. And there's all kind of people out there. What are they doing at 5 o'clock in the morning? Maybe some kind of covert operation. Who knows? All right, let's take a look at the water vapor satellite imagery. The wave is dampening out and moving away from us today, so the rain is exiting the state. And there's our new trough back in the southwest. Upper low around the Four Corners out there, around Las Vegas, and that'll bring the next round of storms in here tomorrow night, Thursday morning, and that's what we'll mainly focus on here on this package. That's the radar at 5 o'clock, and it's still raining lightly over about the eastern half of the state, but it's clearly exiting. Not so sure we see a lot of sun today. In fact, I don't think we see much at all for the northern half, but at least the rain should be pretty much over by certainly by 8 or 9 o'clock. And as expected, temperatures are well above freezing. We never had any risk of driving problems last night around here, despite the sleet that got everybody all freaked out for a while. Tuscaloosa sitting at 44 at 5 o'clock. And around the nation, numbers are coming up. The really cold air is over eastern Canada. You can see that warmer air sitting around New Orleans and the mouth of the Mississippi, and that'll be moving up in here. We'll be well up in the 60s tomorrow. It's going to warm up quickly after today. If you're traveling, there's the watch warning map around the nation. A lot of fog in Texas and Louisiana. Some freezing fog around Oklahoma City, and winter weather issues back in the southwest with that new storm system out there. Here we go. SPC has thrown up a slight risk of severe weather. Now, the validity in terms of the valid time here, validity, having a hard time talking this morning, that is from 6 o'clock tomorrow morning until 6 o'clock Thursday morning. So this includes the overnight hours tomorrow night and early Thursday morning. And initially, the problems would form tomorrow night well to the west of here. And I really think our main risk is after midnight tomorrow night. And it's kind of a marginal risk, as you'll see. And there's the rain for the next 5 days. This is suggesting 1 to 1.5 inches around here. And this is valid through Saturday evening. And the weekend forecast is kind of tough, as you'll see, but we'll dig into that. Let's dig deep here. This is the modeling. This is the 06E GFS, the global forecast system, valid at noon today at 500 millibars. This is basically the wind flow at about 18,000 feet. There's your trough in the southwest down below that. I think the rain's out of here at midday. That'll be kind of cloudy-ish and cool, mid-50s today. All right, tomorrow, the western system is kind of lifting out, and you can just see just a series of these things are coming at us. There's the next one out in California. And down below that, the GFS has a surface low near Oklahoma City. And there could be some thunder over southeast Texas and Louisiana. This is midnight tomorrow night. There's no really deep surface low on the GFS. This is not a classic severe weather look. Thunder, yes, but severe weather, probably not. And then by midday Thursday, everything begins to wind down. But this is the European Thursday morning at 6 o'clock, and that's more of a severe weather look. It's got a 1,008 millibar low near Indianapolis with a trailing front, and that's more of a severe weather look there. So if the European verifies, that might suggest a little more of a risk. And by golly, the problem, this is going to be another midnight to 8 a.m. thing, one of these 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning things where most people are asleep. I don't think it's a potent threat, but still everybody's going to need a weather radio or a smartphone app or weather call or something to keep you awake if there are warnings. Let's look at some of the forecast parameters. This is instability at midnight tomorrow night, and there's just not much. This is the big limiting factor. This is coming off the RPM, and this is showing surface-based CAPE values, and CAPE stands for convective available potential energy, way below 500 joules. I mean, just barely showing positive at all. The really good instability is down in the Gulf, and this is the big limiting factor. And until these numbers come up, it's going to be a marginal threat. Now, that's obviously off the chart. That's the shear, the veering of the wind with altitude in relation to storm motion between 0 and 3 kilometers, and it's off the chart. And that would certainly support sustained updrafts and rotating updrafts. So it's a low CAPE, high shear, cold season event that's going to happen in the middle of the night. And boy, these are just problematic. A lot of times nothing happens, but they can surprise you. So again, about midnight tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Thursday morning, that 8-hour stretch, we'll be burning the midnight oil again. All right, Friday looks like a dry day and a nice day. If this is right, highs would be in the low 60s and the sky will be sunny. All right, now, for the weekend, the models are all over the board. The GFS is, every run looks different. This is Saturday at noon. You got this upper trough over the Big Bend of Texas and rain way west of here. And then Sunday, a little rain tries to move in here with a surface low south of Gulfport. That would even suggest a chance of rain maybe Sunday night. And then Monday, that rain is kind of moving out. And Tuesday looks kind of moist. But let's look at the European. I've had a hard time with the GFS this season, and this model has done much better. All right, this is midday Saturday at noon. It has a surface low on the Mississippi, southeast Louisiana coast with rain over most of Alabama Saturday. And I think this is the right solution. I think we need to mention a chance of rain. Better chance could be from Birmingham south, but if this is right, it would rain statewide on Saturday. And I know a lot of people have things planned outdoors on Saturday. And if you're planning something outdoors for now, I think that's a valid solution. And then Sunday, this thing really bombs out. Well under 1,000 millibars just off Chesapeake Bay. Potential for a big snowstorm for Washington, D.C. and maybe Baltimore. Hey, a nor'easter. And down here, we're just cool and dry on Sunday with a pretty good north breeze. Highs would drop into the upper 40s and low 50s if this is right. And it could very well be. I would certainly side with this before siding with the GFS. And then Monday of next week, everything's going and that's sunny. We'll check the end of the month. How about the 28th? Oh, boy, that's an interesting look right there. High amplitude in the northern branch. Big western ridge, eastern trough, delivering cold air. And, undercutting all that, what do you have? A southern branch. And that could open the door for mischief. If this is right, and that's a big if. This is in the land of voodoo. That's a 10,036, or not 10,000. Boy, we'd be dead. A 1,036 millibar high over Canada. And on the northern flank of all that precipitation you see down there in Alabama and the Gulf Coast states, that could be ice. That's more of an icy type setup. And again, this is no forecast. We're just looking out here because something like this happened, sure. And then as we start the month of March, that thing is out. And there's the NAO. Trending downward kind of as we approach the beginning of March. And again, like we've talked about, I wouldn't be shocked if March could be a month of mischief in the weather office. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. Next video here by 3:30 or so today. And if you live around here, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.
The first thing you've got to understand, you cannot rely on an outdoor siren. You cannot hear those inside a home, a building, a church. It won't work. You've got to get something inside your house. That's a weather radio or maybe a smartphone app. We work with a company that's developed a wonderful weather radio app for Android phones and iPhones. It knows where you are, and if you're in a tornado warning polygon, you get the warning. And if you're not, you don't. It's an effective device, and it's a great way to be sure you get the warning.